Should you buy the Rødecaster Pro 2 integrated audio production studio? The short answer is if you have the budget, yes, yes, yes. It is now the best mixer on earth. And I mean that. I've been doing professional audiovisual now for 20 years on the highest levels, multi-million-dollar shows, etc. It's the best piece of mixing equipment I've ever used. And why do I say it's now the best? Well, because before this, for years, I used the original Rødecaster Pro mixer, recommended it to hundreds of media clients, executives, top creators with millions of followers, etc., and they love it. But now, the Rødecaster Pro 2 mixer takes all of the best features of the original Rødecaster Pro and just doubles down on them and makes them better. And it's essentially turned this product from, like, let's say a high-end mixer into like a smart mixer now. What do I mean by that? Let me just live demo these features so you can see what I'm talking about. So here's my mixer in real time. Really quick, I do recommend getting this accessory, the dust cover, the cover that goes on the top of the mixer. I put it on there every night. If you're gonna invest in this piece of equipment, I recommend protecting it and keeping gunk off the beautiful mixer and the touch screen. So the touch screen is the huge upgrade with this mixer versus the previous one. The touchscreen allows you to assign any of these faders, you see right here, these physical faders, to be whatever you want. Whereas the previous model, you were locked in for these faders being whatever they were pre-assigned to be. So what do I mean by that? So if you hit, I have an empty fader here. See this grayed out fader? I have an empty fader. I'm just gonna demo this for you just as an example. You can choose any of the 4 microphone inputs, Bluetooth, USB, there's 2 USBs here. So you can connect 2 computers at the same time to this mixer. I have 2 computers running into this mixer at the same time. That is insane. You can do just a chat channel or you can do sounds on any of these faders. So in this example, I'll just choose sounds. You can choose your color if you want. I'm not gonna bother with that. And boom, notice how it automatically assigned sounds to this channel, as you can see. But notice how there's physical faders here that you can assign. There's also virtual faders that are not physically on one of these knobs. So if I wanted to have a virtual fader I could control using the touchscreen only, let's say I wanted microphone 4 or input 4 to be on that fader, I could hit check, and now there's a virtual fader. So this mixer now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 physical faders you can slide at any time, plus 3 virtual faders, giving you a stupid amount of control. Cool. So let me show you what the physical fader did here on the interface, just to give you an idea. So I put sounds on this fader, and so now I can hit the ear button to monitor that through my headphones I'm using right now. I can slide the fader up a little bit, and now there's a bank of sounds. Not just one bank, my friends. You can go through bank after bank after bank of sounds and assign any sounds you want to these pads to play at any time. I'm just gonna play an applause. Woohoo, applause sound effect just for you guys to hear. So now the sound effects functionality is way bigger and better than it ever was before, with its own physical fader right here if you want to use it for that, or you can use that fader for whatever you want. You see that virtual fader right there? Now there's a touchscreen fader I just put on there. So I talked a lot about faders. The whole point of this is you've got tons of sound banks now. You can assign anything you want to the physical faders. You can also do all the virtual faders, and you can connect this mixer to 2 computers at the exact same time. 2 computers, 2 devices with USB at the same time. So I'm able to pull in gameplay from one computer, bring in that audio into this mixer, and I can, let's say, be on Discord or do something else with people on the other computer. And this mixer physically, in a physical mixer, combines those into one manageable audio project right in front of you. It's so fantastic. I will never go back to having any other mixer that doesn't let me connect both computers at the same time. The biggest selling point with this mixer, in my opinion, is the onboard processing. You're listening to it right now. So on channel 1 here, which is my microphone channel, I'm just gonna press this button and it's gonna bring up all the microphone options. It has preset microphones in the mixer. Shure SM7B is what I'm using right now, but it's got a bunch of other mics, RE20, Procaster, a bunch of Rode mics and everything. You can choose the type of mic that you have. You can choose phantom power or not. You can do processing and effects. I'm going to save you all the details. Watch this. I have processing on right now. Watch what happens when I turn processing off. Right now, with processing on, now processing is off. This is the way the Shure SM7B sounds with no processing on. Then I'm going to turn on the processing, and then now you can hear the way it sounds with the mixer. I'm sorry. I know you hear a huge difference. Let me turn processing off one more time. The processing is now off in the mixer, and then now I'm going to turn the processing on. Okay, do you hear the massive difference with depth, sparkle, and punch? Of course you do. And then there's effects with echo and reverb that you can turn on and off. I just turned off the echo and reverb, and then if I turn that back on, you can hear the difference it makes. All of these parameters are completely customizable either through presets, or you can customize them through advanced options where you can go through each individual effect. You can also do that through the software version on your computer as well. You don't have to only deal with the touchscreen interface I was just talking about. A couple things that you should know about this mixer: you can physically record any audio you want by hitting the physical record button here, and it'll go into a data card that you can put on the back of the mixer. You can plug in 4 sets of headphones at any time for 4 live monitoring in your studio. So you can do 4 headphones. Personally, I've got 2 sets of speakers, as you can see, plugged in back here. These are all speakers plus headphones. So I have headphones, speakers, speakers. That's just my configuration. You do whatever you want. The monitoring options are near infinite for anybody in a home studio, okay? So as you can see, this mixer takes it to a whole nother level. There's even more things I can show you. And the last feature I'm going to show you, which is totally bananas, is the outputs feature. So for those of you that are using software in your computer to route your audio, let me just talk about what I mean by that. Routing audio might mean you're pulling in Spotify into one channel. You want to pull in gameplay from another channel. You want to pull in a call from another channel. You want to have somebody dial in another channel, and you want to be able to adjust the mix on all of those and the monitor mix you're listening to, as well as the mix the audience hears. So there's a lot of extra software and nonsense most people have to use to accomplish that. Not anymore. You can now go channel by channel. Your first computer, USB 1. Your chat, it has its own channel now. Your second computer, even your Bluetooth, and determine what goes out in the output and what comes back in your monitoring the other way around. It's absolutely amazing. There's no need for extra software anymore to do mix minus and to mix complex audio inputs. It's all in one freaking unit. It's all pros with the Rødecaster Pro 2. The only downside is the high price point. It is significantly more expensive than other basic audio interfaces. And so if you don't have a need for the extra processing, the channels, and all the goodies, then this mixer may be out of your price point. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy your new mixer.